are gonna wonder about an update.
I know, you're behind on that, aren't you?
Good morning, guys, and welcome to an exciting vlog. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. An exciting vlog. I'm going to New York, and this might possibly be one of the last times I go to New York to visit my family because they might move here. That is still to be determined. We don't really have any updates on that at the moment, but that is so weird to think about. And I'm kind of running around a little bit like a crazy person because I've been up. Oh, Asher. I'm sorry, buddy, but sometimes it's just so easy to trip over you. I've been up since 6. My flight isn't till 12, but Asher and I have been playing all morning, and I really should not. I mean, I'm glad I played with you, but I really need to be getting ready, packing my AG1. I love these travel packs. They're so convenient. But yeah, Ash and I have just been playing because, guys, like, I'm obviously so excited to go to New York, but I am genuinely so sad about leaving him. Like, and I know if you don't have a dog, like, you're just like, what, like, shut up, like, it's just a dog, like, calm down. Like, because honestly, I would have thought that before I got Asher. I've never, ever had, like, this. Grew up with dogs. I've loved dogs. Like, I was one of those people who was just always with their dog. Like, my dogs were my best friend. But my first dog, Kelly, we got when I was 5. She was like my mom. Like, whenever my dad picked me up when we were playing, she would freak out, bark. Like, she was literally my mother. My second dog, Molly, thought we were litter mates. Like, she would, I mean, when she was a puppy, she would, like, attack me. Like, she really thought we were litter mates. Like, we were literally sisters. Asher's my son. I cannot leave my son. Like, it's just, I know how this is gonna go because if you guys remember, I traveled to New York about 2 months ago to surprise my parents, or surprise my mom, and leaving him was one of the hardest things I did. Like, you think like, oh, once you're there, you're gonna forget about it. Nope, every second, like, literally all I can think about is him. In case anyone would like to know what I deal with on a daily basis, I was all in my feels telling Zach, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad to be leaving, like, so sad to be leaving Asher. What does he say to me? He goes, just dead serious, not like, oh man, we're gonna miss you. He goes, well, you chose this. Like, what?
You were saying that you were leaving Asher, not me.
I'm sad to be leaving both of you.
I know, but you were talking about driving with Asher or flying, so you did choose that.
No, Zach, I could literally murder you. Zach, can we please
murder me?
You do not understand. Okay, I have 3 trips planned this summer. Zach cannot get it down for the life of him. I was never planning on driving this trip. Can we rehearse this? What are my upcoming trips? He literally asks me every other day. So when are you going to New York? When are you going to Florida? Like,
you're going to...
He literally, guys, he thought I was on my way. He thought I was going to my my baby shower. He thought my baby shower was this weekend. It's not.
How am I supposed to know?
Zach, come on. Get with the program.
Keep your calendar, sweetie. I'm sorry. I've got other things going on in my life.
I keep your calendar.
No, you don't. You do not.
I do. I always know what you're up to. I tapped your phone.
Good.
I should. But no, we're on our way to the airport. Asher is looking cuter than ever. I'm not gonna lie. We had a pretty bad walk this morning, though. I think it's because it was shorter than we normally go. And he, like, revolted when he realized we were turning around before we normally do. And he was very upset and started eating the leash, but what are you gonna do? And just like that, I am back home. It's always so weird coming back to New York just because obviously I only come here a couple times a year, but I grew up here. But I want to give you a prime example. I've spoken so much in my house that I live in now, like in Cincinnati, about how much privacy means to me and how important it is, how much I value it. Like, you guys know our house overlooks, like, woods, so, like, my neighbors can't see in. Like, that just was, like, top of the list for me. And this is why. So this is my childhood bedroom. Welcome everyone, welcome. This window always had to be closed, like the shade, because look at this. Like, my neighbor and I, and honestly, it's new neighbors now, it used to be a 40-year-old man, and we sometimes saw each other, which is just not good in our bedrooms. Like, what the heck? So I always closed it, and I had, like, no sunlight in here. I literally think that's one of the reasons. You guys know another huge priority for me. Like, literally my 2 biggest priorities in my house now, or, like, when I was looking. 1, privacy. 2, natural light. And I think it's because, like, I just didn't get a lot of natural light in here. Like, obviously there is this window, but there's just not, like, a lot of light coming in. I always love trying to get to the bottom of, like, you know, psychology with things, but Oh my gosh, you know what I realized? I haven't even told you guys, I don't think I've told you guys like the full plans for this summer and why I'm traveling so much pregnant, like what the heck. Carly's getting married, so I'm here this weekend for her bachelorette. No, I keep getting this mixed up. I'm here this weekend for her bridal shower. Next weekend I go to Florida for her bachelorette, and then in end of July/August, I come back to New York for her wedding / that's when I'll do my baby shower as well. But do you know what I realized? I am going to be 7 months pregnant in July/August in a twin bed in which we don't get any air conditioning upstairs. Like, I don't even know if I'll fit in the bed. Let's see. Like, I don't know if my parents have realized this, that it's kind of going to be an issue. But
You still walk down the same.
I know people have actually told me that like, when I walk down the stairs, it's like annoying.
It's
I always have to like hop. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But have you thought about my accommodations for when I come for the wedding / my baby shower?
Your accommodations?
Yes.
We have to figure out the air conditioning, and that's why I
Yes.
thought I might give you my room and I could sleep down here.
Well, no, not that. But will I even fit in the bed?
No, I know.
It's just not like a twin bed with no air conditioning. Like,
No, I know. Well, I would give you mine.
no, obviously I wouldn't make you.
But I have a queen mattress also downstairs that I could just put here.
Oh, I could sleep in that. I could sleep in that too. But yeah. It was kind of dawning
I
on
know.
me that probably not gonna work. And I see my Mother's Day flowers I sent are alive and well. Dad, did you fall for my trick?
Was it not real?
No, they are real, but I signed them from Love Neil.
You did?
You didn't see that? Mom, you fell for it though. You said you claim you didn't, but you texted him saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you."
I didn't say thank you. I said, did you really send these?
Were you so excited?
Either way,
Well, but come on, it would mean more if it came from Neil because he's never done such a thing.
it would just mean I'm dying or something.
And I'm reunited with my little Walter. It's so weird. It's such a stark contrast. Trust me, guys. Like, on the inside, like, he loves me, and I can tell, but he just doesn't really show it. He's like a very big poker face, where Asher lays his cards out on the table. And this is always my first stop when I come home. La Bottega / they changed the name. It's called El Capo or something, but it's so freaking good. I always get the avocado salad. I switched it up a little bit, and then my mom got a bowl of orange slime. I just got back from a run. It felt so good to get out there. It's like the most gorgeous day ever. And my breakfast while I'm here, I had never heard of this. Apparently they sell it at Costco. It's like these dark chocolate vegan bars. There's 2 different types. It's chocolate pretzel and then the chocolate chip is what I really like. But yeah, last time I was here, my dad showed me this, and it's just like the perfect, easy breakfast. You guys know I'm obsessed with chocolate, and I love it. And I'm also about to have my AG1. I am obsessed with these travel packs. You guys know I take AG1 every single morning after my workout. Everyone has a different routine for it. Actually, my dad is a fellow AG1 drinker, and he has a totally different routine with it. But I'm so grateful to be partnering with AG1 because this is something that I believe in so much. It's one of those things where as soon as you start taking it, there's no stopping. Like, just because you feel so good, and it's easy. Like, it's so easy to put into your routine. For example, I have my travel pack. I took my dad's canister out of the fridge just because this is what I normally use, but on the go they have these travel packs, and especially when I'm traveling, I don't want to forget about this because I feel like that's when my body really needs this. In every single travel pack or in every single scoop, if you're drinking it at home, it has 75 vitamins, minerals, they've got probiotics, superfoods, like everything you will need in a day. And I feel like we grew up hearing, eat your vegetables, do this, do that. And you don't really think of why, like, oh yeah, like, no, I don't really need to do that. But when you start taking this consistently, you will see why it's so important. It's all about how you feel. And especially as I'm getting older, like, I'm trying to get ahead of this. Like, I want to feel like I did when I was 8 years old and I had all the energy in the world, you know? And this has really helped. So energy is one big thing. It's also for immune support. Actually, speaking of the man, Dad, I was just talking about AG1. I know you don't really like speaking to the camera, but...
Why not? Jesus.
What?
Of course I like speaking to the camera.
Shut up, I know you don't.
Where'd you get your talent from, Clancy? You didn't lick it off the grass?
Oh, actually, okay, my dad just went into the fridge to get his. I was saying we all drink it differently. He drinks his throughout the day, which is interesting. I drink mine all in one chug in the morning, but...
I just feel I can recover quicker if I work. Just more energy, that's all. I can't explain it.
And you've tried multiple. Like, growing up, I remember...
Years. Even that's, I feel like, geez, no energy. And I want to get up and get out. And I'm saying, but this is... give me a new lease on life.
One thing my dad actually raved about is the taste, because I guess there were there were greens powders he had tried in the past that he couldn't even get down. They tasted so bad. This is a fruity, refreshing taste. I genuinely look forward to it. And then every morning, I also just take my vitamin D3 and K2 dropper. I don't want to do it because I already did it this morning, but it just comes in this dropper and you just drop it right under your tongue. I am going to have a link below, and with that link, you will get a free year supply of vitamin D3 and K2. You'll get a free canister, which this is what I store my AG1 in at home. This is my dad's. You'll also get a free shaker bottle. This is his as well. And $20 off when you subscribe. So I'll have that link below. I seriously could not recommend this stuff enough. And one thing I will say, obviously, as you guys know, I'm pregnant. Definitely talk to your doctor first if you're pregnant. Anytime you introduce any kind of supplement, you have to show it to your doctor. I just showed my doctor the ingredients list, because everyone's pregnancy is different. Everyone is eating a different diet, taking different prenatals. It all factors in. So if you're pregnant, definitely talk to your doctor first. Getting ready up here in my mom's room gives me a major flashback to, I guess it was 2 winters ago, when Zach and I were both living at home with our parents. He was in his parents' home, I was in mine, and then I later traveled to Zach's parents' home, and that's where we were mainly living. That was obviously after the travels when we were without a home and we just had nowhere to go, which was so special. I am so grateful for that time period, but I do distinctly remember it was the middle of winter, and at one point I had no car. Can you imagine? I am in, this is a very suburban area in New York. Whenever I say I'm from New York, people always are the city, and no, it's not the city here. It's definitely more populated than Cincinnati, but Long Island, it's very suburban. So we didn't have a car. It was just my mom and me home all day for a week, in which it's, 20 degrees outside. It's not I can walk around. And I was just I need to get out of here. Because after a while, I was just, I'm in my late 20s. I'm craving my own space, especially after living on my own for so long. It's one thing if you never move out of your parents' house and you're used to it, it's all you know. But for me, I'm I know what it's like to live alone, obviously. And as for this New York trip, other than Carly's bridal shower, I don't have any set plans. And let me tell you, that is such a magical thing, because sometimes I just want to do nothing, or not even do nothing, because today I'm sure we're gonna do something, but I just don't want to be we have to be here at 12 p.m. Sometimes it's good to just chill. That is very much so how I've been feeling. Speaking of chilling, I have been dreaming and fantasizing about just being on a beach, in the Caribbean specifically. Everyone I know goes on baby moons. I see it everywhere. There are a lot of people I know, influencers and in real life, who are currently pregnant, going on baby moons, and I am so jealous, going to just these magical Caribbean places. But so with Zach's work schedule, could we make it work? Yes. Do I think it's wise? No, because he just started this new job, so he only has X amount of PTO. I think it would be way more worthwhile to use the PTO once the baby is here. I think that would just be way better. Obviously, he has a short paternity leave, nothing crazy, probably just a couple weeks, 2 weeks maybe. And I'm sure he would rather, take the time once the baby is here. But I'm just having fantasies about being on a beach. The one thing I will say, I'm fantasizing specifically about the trip we took to Jamaica 4 years ago. I cannot believe that was 4 years ago. And it was an all-inclusive resort. It was so amazing. But it would be a giant waste of money right now to do all-inclusive when I'm not even drinking alcohol, because that's a really big expense for all-inclusive resorts. They add in as if you're drinking however much, and that'd probably be a waste. So I don't think the timing is right. The funny thing is, we actually technically did a baby moon without even realizing it, because when we went to Florida back in, when was that? This past winter, January maybe? Yeah, January. I was pregnant and I didn't even know. So technically, we already went on our baby moon. All right, today's game plan, my mom and I are going to the mall to see if we can get dresses for Carly's wedding. You guys know I'm one of the bridesmaids, but we are able to pick out our own dresses as long as it's long and blue. So my problem is trying to find a dress that's gonna fit an expanding body, and you have the opposite problem where you need to find a smaller dress than the ones you have.
Right. And a style that I like. But I think I've discovered it's black tie now.
Well, if you ask me, that doesn't mean anything because I showed up to the wrong thing to a black tie wedding. Basically, so what does that mean? You just have to wear something long?
Well, dressy, obviously.
Everything's dressy.
What? No. Generally long is black tie.
And generally not bright colors.
Yeah.
That seems, but that doesn't, I need to check in with Carly. Carly loves bright colors.
Yeah.
Carly's the king of bright colors.
Well, I was planning on a bright. I knew I couldn't do blue because the bridal party would be blue.
Yeah, imagine you trying to fit in with us.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Clance.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously my thing is it's like, trying to figure out what to wear. Like, that would look nice.
I know. You know, they used to have maternity places that would have form that you could put on that would be a big baby bump. Because it's hard to predict how big you would be.
Yeah.
In a couple of months.
Well, but the problem isn't even that. It's also other parts of my body will get bigger, you know? So it's like...
Not necessarily. Like, mine really didn't, I have to say. I was busty to begin with, which you kind of are too.
Well, actually, you know what? Tell them. My mom has told me, I feel like my whole life, like, I really didn't gain a lot of weight in pregnancy. Only like 18 pounds?
Yeah, and it was all just so you don't panic at this point. This was the point that I gained it. So it was in the second trimester.
But you've always said that, and then you just dropped a bomb the other day. You were like, oh, but then I gained 10 pounds right after birth. I'm like, way to like not mention that.
Because I was working so hard and everything, and then suddenly I was on maternity leave, and I was very hungry and eating things like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and that was when I was eating weird things. So and I told you that just to be aware of it.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm literally just eating when I'm hungry and...
But the big weight gain was all during the second trimester. And then if I remembered, I lost a little bit towards the end.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah, at the very end, you go like weekly. And it was like I was losing a pound a week for the last like 4 weeks. So at one point, I probably really did go up to like 22 pounds that I gained. But before I had the babies, I was down to 18 pounds gained.
Zach just texted asking if I checked on Asher today because Zach dropped him off at daycare. Oh, yes, I did. I've been on the cameras all morning, but I was so upset because I was like, Mom, come here. Like, look at him. He's laying so peacefully. And my mom's like, oh, wow. And she's like, wait a minute. No, isn't that him? And it was this dog working at all the other dogs. And I was like, that's him. He ended up settling down, I do have to say. He settled down. He's fine.
Could see. He wanted to be in the big play area with the other dogs. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to go up on there.
I don't know why they put him in with the little ones. He's a big guy now.
Maybe age, puppy.
Also, these are the houses that... This was on the way to, like, my co-op tutor? Like, to get into high school. We would always pass. Remember, you drive me?
We didn't have a co-op tutor.
Yeah, I did.
Where did you go?
I went to Chaminade.
Did you?
Yeah, the co-op, by the way, is the Catholic... What's it stand for? The Catholic entrance exam. Like, it's in order to get into the private schools. And my parents thought I needed some help. Just kidding, everyone went.
Do you remember my speech I gave you and Emily? Because, look, actually, we looked at that house there, but it would have been very close to the train.
This one?
Yeah, it was very nice inside. But you and Emily were oohing and aahing at all the Garden City mansions, and I think Emily said someday she wants to have a rich husband so that you could live there. And that's when I was like, listen, girls.
You
and
will
I gave
be
you
rich.
the speech. Yeah. I didn't say you will be rich, but you don't rely on someone else.
Well, if you want to be rich,
you're just
the
as
one,
capable as men, you know.
Before we went shopping, my mom and I made a pit stop at the Garden City Bistro, which if you guys are ever in the area, this is the place to go to. It is just so good. Then, then came the interesting part. We went to Macy's. I tried on dresses. None of them, let's just say, were the winner. This one was too short, first of all. I don't know what I was thinking. But really, I just realized, like, I need to wait until I have an actual belly, because right now I just have a beer belly. And it's throwing everything off. Like, it doesn't look like, oh, this was not the winner. I realized Ruffles is not the way to go. That is one of the worst things I've ever tried on. But I need to wait, okay? I need to wait and then revisit this in about a month. Oh my goodness, guys. It's several hours later. So many things have happened since we last spoke. I had an absolute mental breakdown because I checked the doggy daycare cameras for Asher's doggy daycare. Couldn't find him. I checked them at 1 p.m. I checked them again at like 3, didn't see him. And then at 4:30, still no signs of Asher. And it's like hard. Like I'm zooming in. I'm like, is this him? Is this him? I knew in my heart of hearts it wasn't him. I'm texting Zach. We are both going back and forth like psychotic parents. Like what the heck? And he ends up calling the police, which is so psychotic. And I was in tears because I'm like, he either ran away or, and Zach was saying someone stole him. Like what? I think Zach, I don't know if Zach was totally serious, but also the fact that Zach took charge and called, like, what a guy. That is just, we're getting really good signs for Zach's parenthood journey. Like I really appreciated that. And it turns out they had Asher in like a separate area, like with people or something. I don't know to this moment. I don't know what that's about, but then they said like, we're gonna feed him dinner and then he'll be back on camera, and he is back on camera. So I'm very relieved, but like, oh my, if this is how I am with my dog, there's just no hope for me being a parent, like a people parent, like to humans. Like I need to work on myself, but like, I just love him so much. And anyway, the other thing, guys, I just spent $25 on dinner. 25, like just me. I'm not feeding a family of 4. $25. Like this is like when you go out to a restaurant and you're getting steak. Like what? New York prices. Like I am not used to this lifestyle. Like geez. This is the almighty meal that cost $25. I have to say, the one thing New York has that Cincinnati just does not, it's the bread. Like the paninis, even like the bagels. It's just different here. I don't know. I unless, please comment below if you like have a recommendation for me. But this is beautiful. Good morning, guys. I have just had a very slow, relaxing morning, which is great. If I'm being honest, it kind of feels like my uterus is getting like ripped apart. I don't know. It's this round ligament pain that I have been dealing with, but it's another beautiful day. Tom is doing some yard work out there. And a recent addition, at least in recent years, is the little gazebo. Dad, I should have gotten married there.
Where? Oh.
At the, that actually would have been so nice. If our backyard was just a smidge bigger, I feel like backyard weddings, anyone who could do it, that's like the way to go. What?
Backyard wedding?
Yeah.
When you think of the time?
I don't know. I like didn't even know you did that.
I was there for like 2 years.
Oh, you know what it is? I always come in January, like when it's
there too freaking.
Yeah, I know it's there, but like
out to you a few times.
It's so cold. I don't come out here in January.
So there's no windows in the house?
No. And tonight is the whole reason I came home. Carly's disco bridal shower. She didn't want to do like a typical bridal shower where it's, you know, during the morning or early afternoon. So she's doing a disco. I'm a little bit worried at this time, 7 p.m. Guys, I have just been such a little baby when it comes to staying up lately. Like, I just get so tired so early. I already downed my AG1 this morning. I'm just trying to get as much energy as possible to last through the night. Oh my gosh, I love how I say through the night. Like, it's literally probably over at like 9 or 10. That's not even that late. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I just finished getting ready for Carly's shower. She was just over for a couple of hours. She got like her hair and makeup trial done, which it's so crazy that it literally feels like yesterday she was at my wedding and I was like, geez, Carly's wedding is in like 500 years. It feels like it was just, you know, obviously the next summer. But all that to say, one of the craziest things about my parents, they have no respect for ambiance. Guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? I'm about to turn on a light. This is the lighting in my mom's room. Like, I don't even know if you could tell how insane this is on camera. Like, who has a fluorescent light in their bedroom? Overhead lighting in general is just a no-go for me. Like, I need all lamps. It needs to be warm lighting. Like, this is just, kind of killing the mood a little bit. But as for the party, it's a disco theme, and I thought I would break out my Skims dress. Oh my gosh, guys, look how weird this looks. This is a dress. Obviously, it's very stretchy. And then I have a jacket on over it. My mom got this for me like 2 Christmases ago. A nice little pink jacket and sparkly heels. And the reason they're on the bed, by the way, I've never worn these in my life, so they are clean. They actually don't look clean. What the heck? What? I have never worn these. That is concerning. This is the finished fit. I kind of feel like with this thing, Mom, it looks like I'm going to like space or something, or like I'm like a space commander.
No, I look so pretty.
I feel like a commander. Yeah. And then my sparkle to satisfy Carly. I was gonna text her like, how frowned upon would it be from a scale of 1 through 10 if I wear no sparkle, just because I don't really have much sparkle in my wardrobe. But underneath the jacket, obviously, this is a very, what's it called, like fitted dress. And Mom's outfit, all black with the silver pops.
We should say Amazon's scarf is a little small.
It's not that small.
For a scarf?
I guess.
It is.
Clearly you didn't read the dimensions.
I know.
And for the record, my other pop of sparkle is my bag. This is my wedding bag. Mom, also, what made you decide to put a fluorescent light in your bedroom?
I have no idea what you mean.
When you enter your bedroom and you turn your light on, you don't notice anything a little weird?
Yeah, it's got all these different settings. You could change the setting on it.
And you, oh, so this is even worse. You choose fluorescence out of all of them?
I don't know. I just click it to turn on light.
Oh my god.
I don't hang in my bedroom.
You don't hang. I mean, that is true. But like, it's like scary going in there.
I'm not a lighting snob.
I know. In your new house, will you be?
You can help me with the lighting.
People are gonna wonder about an update.
I know, you're behind on that, aren't you?
Well, no, but there is no update because there's just no update. Like, the land isn't even released, so there's no update.
Well, no matter what, we're going there.
Woohoo! And Dad is happy about it.
He is. That's the big news. That's the biggest news.
Yeah, he was really happy when he was there.
He just likes to make it difficult.
I know.
Imagine I haven't seen the house we're gonna get in person.
Yeah, I know. Like, my dad and I, we toured the model because we discovered a new model that is way better. It's like a ranch. But whenever I thought of ranch, I always thought of like, oh, like it's probably not as good as like a beautiful 2-story. It's so beautiful though. So you'll love it.
Either way, I'd just be happy to be there.
And she always said, Mom, what's next? What's next?
Wake me up, I'm getting tired of sleep.
Good morning, guys. Right now we have breaking news. Walter is sitting next to me by choice. Like, he does not leave my mom's side. My mom is still asleep. I've been up since 5:20. The birds just chirp so early here. No, Walter, don't do it. Don't do it. Walt, we have something special. We've just been like cuddling. I saw someone comment the last time I came home, like, wow, it's so sad. Like, you don't even give Walter any attention compared to your own dog. Guys, I literally like lay with Walter for so long when I'm home. Obviously, I'm not vlogging it because it's not, that interesting. But I spend so much time with that guy trying to get him to love me. He's just very hard to, to really break through those walls. But I think he loves me on the inside. We will see. My voice is shot, by the way. I literally feel hungover right now, but I think it's just because of talking like over the. Yeah. Dad, are you serious? Oh my gosh. If I said yes, you should have put me in jail or something. No, I feel hungover because I got no sleep. I went to bed at 1 and I was up at 5 something because of these freaking birds. And I thought I was going to come here and get so much sleep. I'm like, oh man, like it sucks leaving Asher, but at least I'll get sleep. No, I'm getting worse sleep here. So, but no, last night was so much fun. It was a lot of fun, especially like seeing people I haven't seen in so long. Carly definitely enjoyed herself quite a bit. I have to text her today to see if she's alive. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I once again will have that link for AG1 below, and that link will get you $20 off when you subscribe, a year supply of vitamin D3 and K2, a free canister, and the shaker bottle. So I'll have that link below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.